mission area is under heavy weather warning. It's going to affect visibility and
That is the unfortunate realities. That is the unfortunate reality. But hey, that just tells you a lot right there. How dumb people are willing to sacrifice their political cards. Yeah, this safe space thing is not going to last very long. We're getting close to the end. End times is around the corner.
Yes, I think.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It was over a while ago. We're just now kind of.
Oh yeah, no. Like I said, we're at that end time. We got that last push for the pendulum to go in the other direction. Hopefully, it remains in the middle for a very long time, but we know it's not going to happen.
Pretty much.
That is the unfortunate reality. Oh well.
I don't know. We'll see.
No, that's what I mean. So it's like that's why I say, oh well. It's like,
Okay, Sarah.
What will be, will be. It is not up to me. Okay, Sarah.
We'll be on standby to evac you once the job is done. Something's wrong, Commander. There's an unrecognized
I do like what's happening currently with our lovely leader. And he still has his overview that is not completed as of yet regarding the trucker convoy.
We'll come up to the treasure to pick it up.
Oh.
All right, Commander. I'm in place for an emergency evac. Complete the mission.
And he keeps just adding more shit to the pile.
Ready to burn when you are.
I'm at your designated position. That wasn't a fair fight. I'm going to review orders.
Good job, Commander. Those mercs will think twice before trying that again. Looks like you don't need evac anymore. See you when the mission's complete. Package acquired.
Okay, so
Group target acknowledged.
Looks like we got some bad intel. Our target is not here. Let's hope we have better look at the other locations.
okay. So what has he done with our healthcare system?
Oh, is he doing something again?
Well, he's the money man, so I'm just reading it now. Province and territories will have actually, try again. 196.1 billion, so I'd say 2 billion, to work with over 10 years in healthcare funds. Wow. Which includes, again, pretty close to, say, 45 billion. That's a little over 45 billion. And new support. The deal is being presented by the federal government as a generational fix to a system that is languishing as hospitals and medical practices across the country continue to face challenges like increasing wait time and staffing shortages. You know what? This could have been easily resolved pretty simply. Yeah. Because staffing don't want to be staff anymore because what do nurses get? Was it $33 an hour or something like that? In comparative to like what teacher salaries are, and they gotta do heavier labor with no time off.
up to it, as we'll begin the recovery procedure. That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So short end of the stick, they get about 27.3 hours. Dollar reduced per hour. The highest is $49 reduced per hour.
Reactor signature from the target
That's for the greater overall federal aspect of Canada.
before their friends arrive.
Yeah, and they don't get any major time off, no major.
Oh well, look at this, Mike. Look at this mech. Holy crap!
me
It's
see.
just, it's going nuts.
Yeah,
Do you see that? It's just,
I
it's,
see it.
oh my god, it's hilarious. I love this game.
Dude, what it needs to do, it's breakdancing. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So let's continue on this Prime Minister bullshit.
One of my guys got taken out. Hopefully he's not dead. Oh god, it was the Night Star. Really? I like the Night Stars. How did you fuck up a Night Star?
It's probably easy to do. You give it to an NPC, everything kind of goes fucky.
Picking it up now. That's too dangerous to leave unattended. Bring it aboard the ship. The more ballistics, the merrier.
Yeah, that's what was flopping around was my Night Star. I was all pissed off.
Oh well. Yeah, all that money that he's spending, I don't think is going to go into healthcare.
I don't think it is either.
No.
I think you guys are screwed.
I mean that is the system that we've been dealt. I mean, we do have two different systems, just like the United States. We do have the federal version of it, and we have our private healthcare system. So, yeah. But a lot of our doctors and nurses in the federal department are doing the great old exodus to go into private. So, I mean,
You guys are kind of
figure that
screwed.
one out.
You guys are kind of
Kind
screwed.
of, yeah. Kind of. If anybody who's doing the whole federal shit, yeah, the wait times are longer. So, I mean, that's just the way it is, unfortunately. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a private hospital if we don't already have them up here. So I don't know. So oh, look at that. So there's about 100 private clinics across Canada. So yeah, we're getting there.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Oh well.
It was what it was.
Oh no, he's dead.
It's that another one. Hey, we got this opening to a team. Does anybody want to join? But yeah, no. I know the Toronto area has private hospitals and shit. So I'm like, yeah.
They'll figure something out.
They
You
do.
guys will figure something out. You always do.
We always do. So I mean, honestly, it is province to province. And from that, it's from city to city. So they'll figure it out. They always do. So far, I don't have to use hospitals, and that's a yay me. But even if I do, I've got a pretty decent insurance, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Yep. Oh, beautiful thing. If perchance you have an accident in Canada and you have to take an ambulance, well, you have to pay for that because that's not part of the actual federal insurance. If you have private insurance, you don't have to worry about that.
Ash ho. that is very asshole-ish. I'm not gonna lie. That is. I mean, fuck. At least the ambulances here, our insurances will cover most of the time.
Yes.
Well, what was it? We tried. What the thing is, a lot of ours is like they had someone tried to start a private ambulance thing in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't let them because, you're not allowed to start a business unless we say we need it. And it's like, that should be illegal.
Yes.
That should actually be against the Constitution. And I think they repealed it finally. I don't know if they have or not, but it was highly suspect. Like, yeah, that's kind of like saying you get to decide who works there. And I don't think the founding fathers had that in mind. Just throwing it out there.
No, that is. Yeah, that's something I remember because for the ambulance shit, that was weird. I was like, okay.
Oh wow, they blew out the cockpit. That's why he died.
Ooh.
They blew out the cockpit. They
Wow.
directed it him in the face.
Well, I mean,
makes sense now. I was like, how did he? Oh. It didn't blow up. The reason the mech didn't blow up is because he got shot in the face.
Yippers. Shoot him in the face. In the face. Oh well.
That is a distinct weakness, I will say.
I normally don't need to have an ambulance ride. I'm pretty close to a hospital as it is, so it's like, yeah, I'm good. I'll get a huffer up there.
A hover.
Yeah, we got the cabs that are around. They need money. It's usually an East Indian, anyways. Don't bleed in my car, please. Don't worry, we won't bleed in your car. That'll be excellent if you bleed in the car. Okay.
Don't you guys have Uber yet?
We also have Uber Eats, and all that kind of stuff. Yes, which is mostly mandated by East Indians.
Oh, that's how you could do it. You could be like, oh, I'm also a trained do you need a medically trained driver? Uber can start a new business with that model.
Definitely. Yes. Oh, that'd be perfect. And a lot of these.
Oh, well, we're just driving them to the hospital. It's just transport.
Yeah, it's true. That is true.
And if the driver happens to know how to perform, a tracheotomy or something on the
basic, triage and shit, great. I mean, he just happens to be a doctor from New Delhi. So it's okay.
That would be freaking awesome.
That would be brilliant. The one thing that I know that we're trying to do is trying to speed up the whole education system, like having the transfer of education from one system to the other. So if you were a doctor in wherever foreign country, and if you qualify to come into our country for the most part, they try to force you to re-educate, so it's another full 8 years of doing the same, or whatever it is, to do the same shit again. It's like, well, if they already have the qualification, you just have to prove that they know.
And they have,
shit.
Well, a lot of it came down from a lot of that came from they were getting people who had doctor's degrees that were not doctors.
That didn't, yeah. But now we do have all these actual certified individuals, and yet we're still treating them that they don't know shit.
Here's the thing. Like I said, what you do is you get them in an Uber. You
I
get them
know,
driving
which
an
is-
Uber, and it said, "Hello, I'm your Uber driver. What seems to be the problem?" My arm's broken. I can put that in a splinter to get you to the hospital, and they can say whether or not it was done well.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I have an X-ray machine in the trunk.
I noticed, sir, that your arm is kind of dangling in weird directions that it normally doesn't dangle before. Yes, I think I broke my arm. Oh, well, I can always check it out for you, sir. What do you mean? Well, I used to be a doctor in New Delhi. Okay.
I have a portable X-ray machine in the back. There you go. We've solved Canada's problem.
We've solved most of our issues. No, that's our biggest issue, and that's where we're having the huge exodus when it comes down to, because we have a surplus of potentials, and the ones that are in the system don't want to be in the system anymore.
We wish we had that problem here.
Yes. So yeah, and here's the weird thing: a lot of those potentials came from south of the border for us. So I was like, hey, yeah, okay, interesting. How'd you get here? Why did you come here? Oh, I decided to marry up here. It's like, okay, cool.
It's funny how our American doctors, though, get in quicker. But the thing is, we kind of have an agreement on that one.
No, and that's where it's kind of weird. But again, like I said, it is that we've got a surplus, but also an exodus that's happening. So, and we can't tap into the surplus to stifle the amount of issues that the exodus is creating.
What was it during when we had we had a lot of doctors come in during I want to say it was, goddamn, there was a period where we had a lot of doctors coming in that could not be doctors because they had to go back to school again because their degrees were not recognized here, and they were better doctors than we already had.
Yes.
And I think it was, I want to say it was the very early 1900s, late 1800s regions there, in between there.
Yes.
And we had the same problem. We have that. We don't have that problem with, if you're a scientist, fine. If you're a tech, fine. But a doctor is the weirdest thing. It's the only one where it doesn't matter where your degree is. If it's not from the U.S. or Canada, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. And that's only here. We're the only country that fucking does that.
I know. I think it's really weird
that
we do it that way.
Actually.
I mean, I understand some degree because you want to have the same kind of medical practice throughout, but if perchance they have the knowledge and the expertise that surpasses our basic medical practice, then maybe we should rethink of some things.
Maybe we should, if it's not working, fix it.
Yeah. And that's basically where the cities are going with the provinces are going to square up against the federal government, and it's like, okay, why can't we fix this shit? In order for us to fix this, we need monies, because you want us to be able to do all this other crazy shit and shenanigans for this whole COVID shit. I found that very fascinating too. COVID is pretty much a no longer a non-issue now. If this was a cereal, we would get to that point where we're now talking about the crazy president and the scandals that are happening, and everybody forgot about the huge event of COVID.
Yeah.
It's like,
well,
what happened to us almost 3 years back there? We no longer are talking about that? Nope. We've got new shit on our plate. It's like, okay. Fine.
Well, that Night Star's going to take a while to recover.
Yeah. I mean, it is the top mech, so it's going to be a while to repair some of its glorious experience and components.
Yes, it is.
It's a pretty machine that's also massively expensive.
But it makes big holes in other big machines.
I know.
Oh, I gotta buy some stuff anyways. So, what time is it? I think I'm gonna wrap it up here because I won't have time to get into another show, everybody. But you can see, I ran about 5 or 6 missions today.
Yay!
And I may or may not have those streamed out in parts, so we'll see what goes on. And I will end the show with the sweet sounds of the 4 Peters.